Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Here with your Masterclass full card. All right, guys. So yesterday we went 5-5. We did manage to hit both our player props yesterday, and WNBA guys was atrocious. We went 0-3 yesterday in WNBA. Yeah, not too much else to say about WNBA. Went back and looked at the games. Seattle, I guess. Probably Seattle. Of the three bets, Seattle was probably the one I could lay off. There was a system indicator on Phoenix. However, I had multiple system indicators on Seattle, and clearly though I was on the wrong side, did not cap that game properly. So yeah. Anyways, we finished 5-5 for the day, guys. We do have a fairly busy day today. I have 8 plays for you guys in baseball, including a 2-unit play, and then I have 3 additional player props as well. So, yeah, hopefully to keep our player props going. I got a funny message yesterday I read. Said it's unlikely after the baseball game ended that they were going to take a strikeout away from one of our pitchers. So I thought that was funny. Garrett Richards got it done. Tristan McKenzie crushed it yesterday. He was a strikeout machine, and we got some nice plus money on there, plus 128. So happy about that. Miami, guys, talked about this in free picks. I don't know how many times we're going to have pitching changes that go against us. Look, I bet action on almost all my bets. There's one bet I have today where I do not have action. I bet a listed pitcher, and I'll tell you guys what that is. But I bet action on everything, and, you know, over the long term, guys, it typically does even out. It does even out. Like, you know, you're going to have some times where the other team gets a pitching change and you get a significant advantage. But it kind of seems like every time this year there's a pitching change, it goes against us. So I'm pretty sure that's the second time for Miami too. But it is what it is, I guess. Call it unlucky or whatever. But yeah, these pitching changes keep seeming to go against us. So anyways, on to today, guys. I just want to mention really quickly, yesterday, guys, I did a separate video where I said, I'm doing for free picks for the days where, like, I'm not sending out free picks. I'm going to send out, the odd pick or something. Might just be one play or something, send it out to them. But there'll also be some, like, exclusive, contest special offers. You guys do not have to sign or join. You will, as Masterclass members, you're automatically in that stuff. So yeah, you'll never be excluded from any contest for any reason. There'll be Masterclass only contests and stuff, but Masterclass members, there's never going to be just a free picks one. You guys will always be included automatically. Okay. All right. So you don't have to join that if you don't want. Okay, guys, I'm going to start off with one play. I'm just going to go in order. Then I'm going to go to the 2-unit play. So this is a 1-unit play. We're going to go Baltimore and Chicago White Sox under 10 even money. Okay. Plus 100 on that game. We have 3 system indicators, 4 steam and reverse line moves, and 2 of those coming at Pinnacle. Good book, guys. Obviously, you're seeing steam 5 dimes best this year, but 5 dimes Pinnacle, Heritage. These are the books you want to see the steam at, guys. We have 2 steam and reverse line moves coming from Pinnacle in that game. We like that. Mike Muchlinski, guys, behind home plate, 54% to the under, so we don't mind seeing him there as well. Again, you're spotting Mike 10 runs here, guys. He's going to help you out on a few plays, and that could be the difference in the game, especially given the fact that it's plus 100 even money, not paying any juice. All right. You have to pardon me today, guys. 2-unit play. All right, guys, we have a 2-unit play. It is on a favorite, guys. I'm going to walk you through this and how we get there in terms of value, but we're going to take 2 units on San Diego Padres minus 178, okay? San Diego minus 178. So let's start off with a pitching matchup, guys. We got Musgrove going against Marquez. So Musgrove has been awesome this year. A whip at 0.9, so really strong. Walks hit per inning pitched. On the flip side, guys, Marquez has been good this year. Marquez for Colorado has been good, but where has he been good? He's been good at home. Surprisingly, in Colorado, he's got a 3.06 ERA at home in Colorado. But on the road, he's been a different story, guys. On the road, he's a 4.67 ERA, a 1-5 record, okay? 1-5 record, and his whip is significantly higher on the road than it is at home. So right off the bat, you definitely have to give the pitching matchup definitely to San Diego in this one. Yes, Marquez had a good year, but on the road, guys, Not so much, okay? Now, Colorado, we know they've struggled on the road. I'll get to their record on the road in a second. But the one thing we have to look at is that not only have they struggled on the road, the only success they've had on the road has been against lefties, okay? So when we look at Colorado's batting, we got a couple things going against them here, okay? We know they hit lefties pretty well, hit 266 against lefties, but facing a righty in Musgrove today, batting 235, okay? They're batting 235 home and away. On the road today, guys, they're 280 at home. They're one of the best hitting teams in baseball at home, batting 280. On the road, hold on to this, 201. Yes, they bat 201 on the road. Now, the Padres, guys, on the flip side, they're 30 points better on base percentage at home than they do on the road. Batting average, 8 points better. 8 points better versus righty than lefty. They prefer a righty. Just so happens, guys, they're smashing the ball right now. July, they're hitting 271. Okay, 271. Now, let's take a really quick look at just, a very macro look at these two teams and how they perform at home and on the road. At home, guys, San Diego, 33 wins, 17 losses. Okay, 33 wins, 17 losses. Against some good teams, mind you. On the road, Colorado, 7-34. 7-34 on the road for Colorado. Not exactly what I would call stellar numbers. So when we look at this, guys, again, from a straight value standpoint, guys, we have a ton of value, guys, where this line should be into the mid minus 250, like into the mid minus 200 range, 250, 245, 260 possibly, okay? We have a significant advantage, guys, getting this for under minus 180. That's why we're going 2 units on it. But let's look really, really quickly. The path to victory for these two teams is very, very different, okay? San Diego can just play their game. They can get to Marquez. They hit the ball well at home. They're hitting the ball great in July. They can get this done. Musgrove, on the flip side, even if they're not hitting well, Musgrove can steal this game for them. He's capable of doing that. If Musgrove has an off day today, their offense can pick them up. They can, okay? On the flip side, guys, for Colorado to win this game, let's think about how much stuff has to go right, okay? We need Marquez, or they would need, we don't need him, they would need Marquez to pitch much more like he does at home. So they would need him to have a good game go against his 1-5 road record. Colorado would have to hit the ball more like they do off lefties and less like they do off righties. And they'd have to hit the ball more like they do at home. They've had 201 on the road. So, this one, guys, it's a straight value play. Yeah, we're laying some juice. I don't love laying big juice on 2-unit plays, but it's just a clear mathematical advantage in this game, guys. And that's why we're going 2 units there. All right. Spent a long time on that game, guys. The next one I'm going to go through quickly. We're going to go with Washington. Washington plus 175. Okay, so Washington plus 175. Also, we're going to go with Washington and San Fran under 8.5 plus 100. Okay, so even money in that game. Washington and San Fran plus 100. Next game, guys, we're going to take Texas plus 120. Texas plus 120. We're going to do a little flipperoo, the opposite of yesterday, guys. We're going to go with Boston and Philly under 11 minus 110. So Boston, Philly under 11 minus 110. I do have 2 player props in that game for both pitchers, guys, coming up in a second. But anyways, Boston, Philly under 11 minus 110. We are going to go with New York Mets game 1 minus 188. I bet this one listed pitcher. Okay, we want to see the Stroh show. We want Stroman in there, guys, listed pitcher. So I did bet that one listed pitcher. If you can't bet it listed pitcher, you can still go ahead and bet it. But my preference is to bet listed pitcher. Okay, so I have a choice. Most of the time, I'm always betting action. But I have a book where it bets listed pitcher. So occasionally I do. I want Stroman in this one. Don't want to see any funny business where Stroman comes down with, a bunion or something like that and can't start, whatever. So yeah, want Stroman there. Game 1, guys, it's a doubleheader. So it takes the Mets minus 188 in that one. Final play before I get into player props. We are going to do a first 5-inning team total. We're going to take Chicago Cubs over 1.5 runs. We're going to take Cubbies over 1.5 runs minus 150. All right, so I will say it's not optimal hitting conditions. It's not optimal hitting conditions in Chicago. Question of the weather and stuff like that. A little bit of wind blowing in. However, guys, Alfonso Marquez, pretty good over umpire. He's also an excellent homer umpire. So I do like Chicago in this. Also coupled with the fact Chicago is just one of those teams that they struggle against right-handed hitting. They struggle against right-handed hitting, and they struggle on the road. Okay? In this case, guys, they're facing a lefty, and they're batting at home. I like them to get 2 runs in this one. So, again, weather dependent, but, you know, we are a little bit safer going with the first 5 innings, and I do like isolating against the lefty in this game. So that's what we're going to do there, guys. Cubbies over 1.5 first 5 innings, okay? All right, guys, on to the player props. I have 3 player props, guys. They're all half-unit player props, and they're all underdogs, okay? But we've been doing well with them, guys, and that's, you know, in player props, you do find some good value with underdogs. I think, yeah, we had yesterday, yeah, we had plus 128. Day before, we had a plus 190. We thought we had a plus 130. Or we did for a little while anyways. All right, guys. The first one, guys, 2 player props in the Boston-Philly game. We're going to go with Martin Perez over 3.5 strikeouts, plus 110. So Martin Perez over 3.5 strikeouts, plus 110. Philadelphia, we're going to go with Matt Moore over 3.5 strikeouts, plus 108. Okay, so over 3.5 strikeouts, plus 108. And finally, guys, and that's a half unit as well. These are all half unit player props today, guys. Half unit, Texas, Mike Fultonevich. That you'll figure out the spelling of it. Mike Fultonevich, guys. We're going to go under 4.5 strikeouts plus 105. Okay, so 3 dog plays there, half unit plays. Again, Martin Perez over 3.5, Matt Moore over 3.5, and Mike Fultonevich under 4.5. All right. Something else. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Again, guys, some of you guys, I really appreciate this. Some of you guys have been posting because, again, numbers change so much from book to book, and these lines are very, very sensitive, okay? Even just like Masterclass, guys, betting these is significant books, you can move these lines 20, 30, 40 points. I've moved player props 40 points on my own, betting continuously on player props. So these can move significantly, guys, and it's why it's important that if you're finding a line that's better, and some of you guys have been doing this, put it in the comment section down below. Let us know, right? Say, hey, at 5 dimes, we're getting this line. Typically, guys, if you're betting 5 dimes on player props, or Pinnacle, you're more than likely not getting the best number for the simple reason that that's where I bet a lot of my player props. And, after I'm done with them, they're ugly. So some of these other books out there, people leave messages and stuff and say, hey, at I don't know, DraftKings or something, whatever, MGM, this state, we're getting this line and that, and it's helpful. I think it's helpful that people can come back and look at it as a resource and just say, hey, I'm having trouble finding a line. So let's help each other out there, guys. That's what Masterclass is about, right? It's like taking our game to the next level, but helping each other win. So I love seeing that, guys. So yeah, go ahead and post in the comments if you find better lines elsewhere. Help each other out. All right, so that is it for us today, guys. Thank you very much. And as always, guys, have a very lucky day.